Welcome to the Deep Dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're getting into egocentrism in development.
Mm-hmm.
You want the essentials, fast,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we're aiming for. A really clear, insightful look at this concept.
Exactly. We'll cover what it actually is, how it's not just being selfish,
Right.
and sort of where it shows up and then fades as we grow up.
Okay, perfect. So let's dive right in. Piaget.
Yeah.
What was his core idea about egocentrism in children?
Well, Piaget basically saw it as a young child's fundamental difficulty.
Difficulty with what?
Difficulty understanding that other people actually see things differently, that they have different viewpoints.
Oh, okay.
It's really a cognitive limitation. They're not like deliberately being stubborn.
So they just can't.
They just can't quite mentally step outside their own perspective yet. It's a developmental stage.
Got it. So it's more about their cognitive wiring at that point, not a character issue.
Precisely.
Because I think a lot of people probably hear egocentrism and immediately think selfish.
Mm-hmm.
What's the crucial difference there?
That's a really common mix-up. Selfishness is, it's more about choosing to prioritize yourself, often knowingly.
Okay.
Egocentrism, especially in kids, is more an inability to fully grasp that another person even has a different feeling or viewpoint to consider.
Can you give an example?
Yeah, like imagine a toddler offers their favorite teddy bear to their crying dad.
Okay.
They're not being unhelpful on purpose. They genuinely believe that what comforts them must comfort everyone.
That really clarifies it. Okay, so it's a phase. When do kids typically start moving past this strong egocentric thinking?
The major shift usually begins late preschool, early elementary years.
Around what age?
Around age 7, give or take. That's when they start developing what Piaget called decentration.
Decentration.
Yeah, the ability to consider more than one aspect of a situation at a time, to see things from multiple angles, essentially.
And Piaget had that famous experiment for this, didn't he? The one with the mountains.
Exactly, the 3 mountains task. It's quite clever.
How did it work?
So, a child views a model of 3 different mountains. They walk around it, get familiar. Then, a doll is placed somewhere else, looking at the model. The child is asked, what does the doll see?
And the egocentric child says.
They describe what they see from their own spot. They can't mentally rotate the scene to imagine the doll's different view. It really shows that struggle.
That's a very clear illustration.
Yeah.
What about another, maybe everyday example of kids struggling with different perspectives?
Oh, sure. Think about hide and seek. A young child might just cover their eyes.
Right. Thinking if they can't see you.
Exactly. Then you can't see them. They haven't grasped that your visual perspective is separate from theirs.
Makes total sense.
Yeah.
But this isn't just a little kid thing, right? Doesn't egocentrism sort of reappear later in adolescence?
It does, yeah, but in a different form. Adolescent egocentrism often involves something called the imaginary audience.
Imaginary audience. Sounds intriguing.
It's this strong feeling teenagers get that everyone is watching them, judging their appearance, their actions, everything. Very self-conscious.
It's egocentric because they're overestimating how much attention others are actually paying to them. They assume their own focus on themselves is shared by everyone else.
So maybe that intense teenage feeling of being scrutinized isn't always based on reality.
Often it's more about that internal feeling, that imaginary audience watching.
That puts a new spin on teenage angst. Okay, so this difficulty, whether it's seeing a mountain or reading someone's thoughts, must create communication problems.
Oh, definitely. At different stages, little kids might leave out crucial details when explaining something because they assume you already know what's in their head.
Right.
And teenagers, caught up in that imaginary audience, might misread neutral expressions as criticism or judgment.
Yeah, I can see that. So how do we overcome this? How do we develop better perspective-taking skills?
The big driver is social interaction, really.
Just being around people.
Engaging with others, experiencing different viewpoints, even having disagreements. These things force you to confront the fact that other people think and feel differently. So arguments can actually be productive.
In a way, yes. Those conflicts push you to consider another side. They're learning opportunities.
And what about in schools? Are there ways educators can help nurture this skill?
Absolutely. Things like role-playing activities are great. Group projects, demanding collaboration, discussing characters' motivations and feelings and stories. All these actively promote seeing things from different angles.
That makes sense. Okay, this has been super helpful. One last thing. Does this egocentrism ever completely disappear? Or can it linger into adulthood?
Well, the really obvious childhood forms generally fade as cognitive abilities develop. but elements can persist.
Like when?
Maybe under stress, or when we don't have all the information about a situation, we might default back to our own perspective.
Making empathy harder.
Exactly. It can make true empathy, really stepping into someone else's shoes, more challenging sometimes, even for adults.
Okay, so let's quickly recap. Egocentrism. It's a cognitive thing in development, not the same as being selfish. It decreases mainly through social experiences, but traces can remain.
You got it. It's all part of learning that our own view isn't the only one out there. It's just one piece of a much bigger picture.
So for you, our listener, this is a really useful framework. Think about it. How might understanding egocentrism change how you see communication breakdowns or successes across different ages?
Yeah, maybe even start noticing those moments of perspective taking or, the lack of it in daily life.
It's something to observe. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.